Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen and today is day 17. Day 17 out of the 30-day challenge that I created for myself. And I just want to kind of hop in and tell you all how I'm doing, what I've been up to, how I'm feeling, what I'm working on, what is the goal, what is the end goal, right? For this thing that I've created for myself. And yeah, let's just get into it. So, in the beginning of the year, I read the 12 week in a year book, right? We talked about this on this channel and another channel. And in doing so, I learned that there is so much that I want to do that I can do in within 12 weeks. I don't have to like say this is my goal for the year. This is what I want to do in 2024. I want to accomplish this. Da, 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 da. I can say, hey, in 12 weeks, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a plan. We're going to list out the things we want to do, what we want to achieve, and we're just going to go for it and see what we can get out of this 12 weeks. And whatever we don't achieve, or whatever doesn't, I don't know, happen for me, right? Or I don't actually get done, I'll take that little bit that's left over and add it on to the next 12 weeks. So the first 12 week was amazing. Almost everything I wanted to do, I did. I started creating habits for myself. I started doing home organization, purging. The purge was so real. I'm still purging. But every 12 weeks, I'm doing a different type of purge in different rooms and areas and aspects of my life. Whether it's just people, whether it is things, or just like negative things. I'm just trying to purge, right? So I've been doing so good with that. It's crazy. It feels amazing. I also had like the goal of getting my garden up and started and getting things done in time. I had the goal of like cleaning my home, getting my kids organized, and getting them ready for summer. I had so much that I achieved. I have some other things I'm working on with school, some learning habits that I've created for myself in learning something new a day. So things have happened and have worked for me. And so I started with the gym, going to the gym, working out, just taking really good care of myself inside and out, making sure I am doing the raw eating at least once a month, taking like a week out for myself to just give my digestive system a break, working on gut health. C Moss, my best friend, okay? Working on hydration, and y'all know how I am with liquid IV. Your girl loves a good liquid IV, especially when I've been running. And this second set of 12 weeks, is the second or third? I think it's the second because June 8th is the day, right? It's my last day for this 12-week habit. I was like, we're going to amp it up. I know I started at the end of the habit, but I was like, instead of just working out 3-4 days a week, I wonder if I can, do that 75-day challenge. Well, it's a 75 challenge. I don't know what it is. Whatever. Y'all know what it is. 75 hard. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to push my body that hard because I feel like that's a lot on me right now with some other stuff I have going on. But what can I do for myself? What challenge can I create for myself that is not just something easy? It's still got to be a little, challenging because it's a challenge. It's not something, I can just, I want to be able to wake up and just do like naturally. I want to create a challenge that had habit stacking and created a habit that I can actually maintain. All right, so I love walking outside. I love nature. I love reading books. I love listening to audiobooks. I like running. What else was it? It was something else. Oh, and learning something new a day. So I was like, we're going to put all this in one. So I decided to start running. I joined a couple of running groups. I looked up a bunch of running apps and was like, okay, I'm going to take a little bit from Couch to 5K. I'm going to take a little bit from, I forget the guy's name that teaches you how to run or whatever. Even though I've ran my whole entire life, I never was a long distance runner. I've always like sprints, 200, 4x1. Okay, if you know, you know. 4x2, baby, 200, the curve is mine. Okay, that was my race. So I was like, okay, you're 50 now, you've had accidents, you've had back issues, you've had back procedures done. Ma'am, the sprints is not for you. Even running the hills messes with my L4 and L5. So what can we do? We're going to run the trail. We're going to figure out how to run the trail. So I just started running. I was like, I'm just gonna get up and run one day, and whatever the time is, it is, and then I'll just keep running till the time is better and till the length of running is better. So I started that. And one day I was sitting in the car and I was vlogging. I was talking to you all, and I told you all, I think I'm gonna run for 30 days. And if I don't feel like running, I won't. But I'm gonna come outside or go to the gym or do some type of form of getting up in the morning and walking or running. Now the walk is not like a leisure, I'm just on the phone chit chat and walking. The walk is like, we getting it. We walking at a slow jog pace, okay? Or we running and we're jogging. Like it's gonna be one or the other, but we're gonna move our bodies every day. So I started that 17 days ago. Today is day 17. Friend, I honestly feel like this is something I can do for the rest of my life. I feel like I can actually get up and walk every day, or get up and run every day, or get up, go to my garage and walk the treadmill for 2 miles every day for the rest of my life. Unless something happens and I can't, this is like a habit that I've created that feels amazing. When I get up in the morning and I don't do it, it's been twice where I've gotten up in the morning and was like, yeah, I don't feel like it. I felt so horrible by the night that 8 o'clock at night I was walking the neighborhood. Like, no, we're gonna walk. We're gonna do this. And that's how I know this is a habit and it feels good and I like doing it. So this might not be for you, but it might be if you try. So the first habit was walking, getting up every day, walking briskly or running. And so that I'm not bored, I have so many options. There's so many things I can do. I can go to the gym. I can go in my garage or on a treadmill. I can run a trail by my house. I can get in my car and drive to every park in Houston, Texas, and just run. I can just log in any moment, find a running group and say, who's running tomorrow morning? Where are you running at? I'm coming to run with you. Like I have found people who are like-minded as me, who just want to get up and run and just be healthy and energized in my age group. I'm 50. So to see all these people, 50, 60, 70, 80, running these marathons, these half marathons, and just getting up in the morning running 10 miles, it was mind blowing to me. And now I get up in the morning, I run 3 and 4 miles. God is good. He was like, I'm gonna make you out of a believer, okay? I'm gonna show you that what you can do that other thought you could not do, okay? I remember getting in a car accident, and I remember the chiropractor saying, I don't know about that running, ma'am, but you might can get into, what did he say? Oh, I was talking about stair climbing and running. He was like, you might get into some yoga, some slow movement, but, damage done to your back and the back base of your neck. She's running. She got some good shoes. I got some ASIC gels I run with, some Brooks I run with, and of course my Hokas. And I'm telling y'all, my back does not hurt. I've had a little knee pop here and there, but my back is like, we missed this and we needed this, and it feels so good. So anyway, I started running. And so while I was running, I was like, okay, what can I do besides, driving like it's hot and, snap your fingers, do your step. Hey, you could do it all by yourself. That is the song when I'm like at the end and I just need a little, hey, let me see you do it. Hey, that's when I'm at the end. I just need a little boost. I was like, you know what? While I'm running, while I'm jogging, I can listen to podcasts and learn something new or something motivational or self-help, self-healing. I can listen to maybe a scripture a day. I get logged into Amazon is Kindle, right? My Kindle, was it Unlimited? I have that account. I downloaded a couple of herbal books that are like audiobooks so I can learn a new herb a day. I've been learning about Ayurvedics, herbs. I've been learning about tinctures and all the things that to heal the body naturally. I've been listening to, like I say, podcasts. And so I'm learning something a day. And if I don't do that while I run, I just kind of like read up on something at night. It only takes 10 minutes to read something a day to learn something new a day. So another thing I started doing is I have this app and I will go and learn a new word a day. Like just something simple. Some of the words I don't even remember, but if I ever see it again or hear it, I'm like, oh, that sounds familiar type of thing. I'm not trying to actually learn and retain the word. I'm just trying to put new things in my brain, in my little bank up here, and just dump old things that wasn't necessary, just clouding up, just, dump it, bring something new that I can use, right? All right, so I started learning new words, like I said, podcasts, and reading every day. Well, we know I'm gonna read every day anyway, and that's something that was on 75 Hard. Read something. I think it said 10 pages a day or something like that, and that was nonfiction. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of fiction. Okay, let's keep it real. I like to escape. My world is compact and it's often complicated, so I like to escape. However, the nonfiction part of it was the podcast for me, the herbs Ayurvedics, and the new words. So that kind of like went with 75 Hard, I think, whatever. That's just what I am doing. All right, so I started doing that. So I'm running, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm learning something new, I'm feeling good, I'm healing myself both mentally and physically by putting positive affirmations and positive words in my mind, getting rid of the negative. So if the first thing I do is move my body and I'm intaking something in my mind that's positive, no weapon formed against me, male, shall not prosper. Okay? So I started doing that. So I'm habit stacking. I'm working out. I'm reading every day. I'm learning something new. And then I decided, what else can I do? I need to start toning. I need to start toning. I need to start working out and doing the resistance and the weights. Well, I learned very quickly heavy weights on legs, getting up in the morning to run is a no for me. It's just hard. So I've been trying to do light reps to help with building muscle and toning my body and the running. So now the running habit is done, it's the other side of things that I'm starting to work on now, and that is toning my body. So I'm going to insert some footage here so you can see what I look like currently on this day, June 6th. So this is what I currently look like. I want to give you all a better view of it. That's why I'm using this camera. And so you can see more details, right? So like I said, my arms flap quite a bit. So push-ups, planks, yoga tones this. Like I've done it before, so I know it does it. And I just have to actually stick with it and do it. And my stomach, definitely working on toning and tightening all of this right here. This is going to have to be planks, and this is planks, this is diet, and then this is just skin from, I don't know, babies, life, you name it, right? Basically what this is right now. And then, of course, my lower stomach, which is the result of like 10-pound births that I've never really been able to like grasp and get rid of, but I call it my kangaroo pouch, my mommy pouch. My thighs, I've showed y'all pictures before of the muscle drop I had in this leg, and so I'm trying to tone those as well. I'll do better pictures or updated pictures soon, maybe in like 30 days or so. So yeah, let's see. I have like these rolls right here. Those rolls definitely need to be worked on. I mean, I don't expect them to go away completely, but I expect like to have a better sculpted back before the end of summer, for sure. A better view of this, so y'all can see where I started. So we all know I'm plant-based. That means basically, girl, I eat like 99 point whatever percent plant. I would say twice a year I would eat salmon if I can. I actually had salmon the other day and could barely eat half of it, but every blue moon I want like something. And it's normally salmon or like some fried shrimp, but I really can't eat it because I could taste the iodine. So I don't know where that comes from. When I'm needing that, I kind of try to watch and say, my body must be needing something, because this is something I normally don't eat and don't like, and would normally make me sick. So I would say basically I just eat plants. I am a huge plant eater. I do eat carbs like the pastas or whatever. So For the last 17 days, I've been trying to watch the carbs, up the protein, and just guzzle, okay, as much watermelon juice as I can. Girl, that thing gives me so much energy. So much. So this is another habit I stacked on top. So I'm running, I'm fueling my body and my mind. Now it's time to work on the inside, the gut health, weight loss, because I wanted to lose, I think it was 16 pounds by June 8th. So I think when I weighed on camera with y'all, it was 187. Before then, it was like 190. 187. This morning was 183. Girl, I'm not worried about
183.7.
I'm not worried. The scale never shows what my body looks like. So, girl, F that scale. So I decided that I'm not even measuring myself, but that was one thing I wanted to do by June 8th. So if I lose 10 more pounds before the end of the summer, cool. But right now, at this current moment, friend, it's all about toning and running, toning and running. Now, the food part, I've been plant-based. I was vegan like 14 years ago. 14, because Christopher's 13. 13 years ago, I was vegan. And then I transitioned over to plant-based because I noticed every once in a while I wanted a piece of fish and I would eat it sometimes. And then I noticed that every once in a while I would get like sour cream or cheese or something. And over time, I've kind of like got away from all that. I don't need none of that. Cheese was one thing that was so hard for me, but it's like, I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't have time. I don't like it. And I look at it sometimes and wonder why people put so much cheese on everything. That used to be me. But anyway, no judging, okay? No judging. And yeah, so I just been focusing on my gut health. So this is another stack on what I'm doing, right? But it all flows in together. Like, what's the purpose of running, working out, lifting weights, toning, fueling my mind? What's the purpose of all of that if I'm not going to eat good and take care of the inside? Because literally the inside will show on the outside. We all know your body shows what you're doing 80% of the time with food. So 80% of our health is our diet, right? So movement is now a habit I've created. The diet is now a habit I created. The only habit I think I'm failing at right now, like just kind of like, is the weights, because I had to figure out how to do it all and not hurt. Because I can't run and hurt. So I have come up with this thing, y'all. Your girl's gonna do weights like 3 days a week. 3 days a week, just simple light weights, but long reps, right? And I'm doing 100 push-ups a day. I don't even know how I'm doing this because y'all remember my wrist was messed up and my shoulder used to pop out of place. But y'all, I'm doing it. I'm doing pull-ups. Girl, I can start crying. I'm doing pull-ups now. Something I was told I would never do again. I'm doing pull-ups now. And so I don't want to say I'm failing at it, but I just was not consistent in the last 17 days. So starting today, I'm going to be more consistent on the weights and the bands, the planks, the planks, the sit-ups, the push-ups, and the pull-ups. More stacking, which I feel is I can do because I can concentrate on these planks, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups. I can concentrate on them because the rest I got in the bag. The juicing, y'all already know, it's in the bag or in the jar. The eating healthy, the fruits, the vegetables, the raw once a month for like a week or two. The I don't want to eat nothing but a mono meal for a day. All that's in the bag, right? So now I feel like because that's a habit and it's a part of my daily life, it's not a diet, it's not a fad, it's just something I'm doing and I'm enjoying and I love it. And it's just like waking up and putting on panties and a bra. You're just doing it, right? I'm just doing it in order to leave the house. Like, yeah. So now it's these that I'm adding. So I can't wait to come back and tell you all, I don't know how I'm feeling, like on the 30th day, the 40th day, that type of thing. So I would love to give an update once a week, maybe like a Fun Friday, or I don't know. I would love to come back and give an update once a week. So let me know what you think. Have you created any habits for yourself for 2024? What have you done different for yourself for 2024 that your future self would thank you for? What are you doing for your mental, spiritual, and physical health? This has helped me so much with grief. I want to tell you all this. It's been a couple of times where I just was boohooing while I was running, because I remember when I was younger, I hated to run. Oh my God, I ran since I was 5 years old. I ran track since I was a little girl, Bantam, which is the first thing you can run. And then it went up as you get older, all the way up to college. And I remember I hated it. And that was my dad's thing. Running, running, running. You better get up and run. Let's start track practice. And he was at every track practice. He yelled every race. He timed me. I still have all my batons and my stopwatches in the garage right now. I haven't ran a race. My daddy, when we cleaned out his house after he passed, he had all my batons from high school and college. What? So I have all that, and it's just crazy how he used to say, "You're so strong, you should run long distance," and I would be like so mad. I didn't even want to run the first like 2 laps, like the warm-up laps before track. I used to be walking and talking and popping my gums and rolling my eyes. I hated it. The 800 was like, why are you making me do this to run short distance? Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to work on speed for my races, the 100 and 200, right? Basically 200. And it's crazy how he tried to get me to do this long distance running. And now 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles, I eat them. I eat them literally for breakfast. I eat them. 2 miles, when I'm done, I come home and I work in the garden for hours as if I just woke up and haven't done anything. I eat the run. It's crazy. And he saw something in me I never saw in myself. So I just want to encourage someone today to do something that maybe you were scared of doing, didn't think you can do. Just try something new and try something different. Often we fall off the wagon, right? Because we're doing something that doesn't really feel good to us, but we're just doing it because we want to get to the end goal. We want to lose this weight to get in space, and so we want to lose the weight to go on this trip. We want to lose this weight to get into this wedding. But what about if we didn't focus on the weight? We just focused on the journey, the health, and feeling good. What if we just focused on feeling good? Like rolling out of bed without rubbing my back. I remember for years, like after the accident, I literally would lay there and kind of like, ooh, let me roll over, let me get up out the bed, that sciatic nerve, that L4 damage, girl, the bulge, knock on all the wood. And I haven't had a slip disc, okay, in over a year. I don't know, but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And I think what's sustaining me is that I have met so many new people. It's so many people who has encouraged me in the run. So while I'm running, random strangers will just come and be like, come on, let's go. Let's don't stop. Let's go. We got this, and joining these groups and seeing all these people from all different ages and walks of life, all skin colors and whatever backgrounds, doing this same thing. And we're just outside. And I don't have to go to the same gym every day. I like to do the same workout every day. I could do a different trail. I could run anywhere in the world I ever want to. I could get in my car and drive to another city, find a new trail, new park, see new things, and just run. I love seeing rabbits like on the trail. We saw an alligator the other day. I love seeing squirrels just run by you because they think you're finna feed them, okay? I just love it. With the one of the trails we run, they have muscadine grapes. We were eating grapes yesterday on the trail. Wild berries. I love nature. I used to camp all the time. You remember that, right? So getting outside, being one with nature, I don't know what I'm going to do when it gets cold. I'm probably going to be in a funk. But this feels good. I feel good. And I just want to share the love and the joy that I'm feeling right now on day 17. So can you feel it? Anyway, all that. That's another habit. So I'm not only doing all this for myself, but I'm teaching my kids and I'm spending time with them, and we're doing something in the time that we spend together that's beneficial to all of us. So Christopher's like, I'm going back to eighth grade on swole. Penny like, I'm going back to my senior year and I'm just gonna be, and I'm like, girl, you're already. Okay. But she loves it. It just gives her so much energy, and she just like being out there and doing it. So kudos to her. She ain't trying to lose no weight though. She just trying to like shape her. I don't know what she doing, girl. She looks good. Okay. I think when we were young, we felt like that too. But I tell her every day, I pump her up every day, ma'am. I don't know what you're doing, but people are paying for your body. So, but if you want to get out here and you feel good, she has a runner's body anyway. But if you feel good doing it, let's do this, okay? You don't want to sit around the house and scroll and swipe, and let's go. So anyway, it is morning. It's already, I don't even have my watch on. It's probably already like 8, and we're headed to the gym today. Today is our gym day, so we will be doing upper body today, and tomorrow we'll be running. So let me know what's your new habit and what you're doing for yourself, because everybody needs to be doing something for themselves, something for yourself. This is about you. This is only about you. And if anybody else wants to tag along, come on. But this is about me. I'm doing this for me, because I felt like I was in a rut and needed this. I felt like there was so much going on that even at night when I would journal and brain dump everything that was going on, it still just was never released. So running and those endorphins and all this going on in my body helps me to release all the things. So yeah, I'm just saying, she's feeling good. I want you to feel good too. I want you to feel what I feel. So get you some sea moss. I keep it linked in my link tree. Get you some sea moss, friend. Get your minerals that you need in your body that we are losing as we get older, right? We need those 90 plus minerals, friend. Get that in your body. Get with your doctor. Make sure your blood levels and everything is good. Get to walking. Get to running. There's so many studies that has been created on walking and how it helps with obesity, diabetes, how it helps with heart health, your mental. Get to walking. If you can run, start running. Just start. And if it's a minute you run, 10 minutes you walk, a minute, whatever, just start, right? And then once you do that, you'll see. It just feels good. I'm telling you. I mean, the pounds drop is just a plus. Yeah, it's just a plus. Get you some sea moss. Get you some vitamins or whatever you need for your age, whatever you're lacking. Just get moving. Get moving. Work on your intake and food. Maybe drop one thing that you shouldn't be having, as in soda. Because the 42 grams of sugar in that one can, friend, is what you think, okay? Drop something. I don't know what it is. I mean, I say like once a month I go to Hardee's and get a chocolate bar with almonds or whatever. I'm not dropping that ever because that's my treat to myself. But there's other things I have dropped in the past, and it just feels good. Like you can't pay me to drink a soda. Yeah, I'm not even ordering sweet tea at the restaurant. Like it's certain things I just don't do anymore, and over time just became habit. So I crave the watermelon juice. I crave the cucumber, ginger, pineapple juice. My body craves those type of things, so I feed it that. And often when we're wanting something that we know is not great for us is because our body's lacking in something else. So that's why I say get on sea moss, because oftentimes you will crave something because your body's missing a certain type of mineral that it normally produces, and as we get older it's struggling to produce or cannot or whatever. So let's put it back into our body. They have the gel packs, which my kids are eating. I've had to order more boxes since they sent me those boxes, because y'all know I pay for stuff myself. The pills, I do the capsules every day. I'm going to do the capsule every day. I haven't been without a capsule, what's it been, 2 years now? Daily. I'm not ever going without sea moss, ever. I do not like the gel anymore. I used to like the gel that come in a jar. Now, that package, that strawberry package, that tastes like strawberry yogurt, I can eat that. But since I know the kids like it, I just eat it for them. So I've already bought another box for them. So anyway, it's always linked down below. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing. I'm just trying to tell y'all, get on some type of sea moss. Bladder burdock root helps with thyroid. It helps with digestion, gut health, energy, hair, nails, skin, all these things. Get on it if you are, especially in my age group, because we are lacking. Our food that is coming from the ground no longer has the minerals it had 50, 100 years ago. So we are definitely lacking. And all this artificial stuff is just not good for us. So we have to do what we can do on our end. So get your Sea Moss. I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for listening to me. For those who stayed this long, I just want to encourage someone to get up and move. So let's go.